Valentine's Day is just 2 weeks away. And for those on the dating apps right now, kids or grandkids on the apps, as the cool people say, beware. Your new love might actually be an artificial intelligence bot. Or it could be a super nerd who just doesn't have time to keep up with all of their matches on Tinder and uses artificial intelligence to help his chances. For example, this actually exists, and here he is.
I think it's a bit crazy what I've been able to pull off by myself in a very few time. AI are now available for any developers out there, for the better or for the worst. If I was able to do that by myself, I wouldn't be surprised to see scammers in the future to use this technology to do very bad things. This is without a doubt an amazing technology. I'm really curious to know what AI will be capable of doing in 5 years, 10 years from now.
Yeah, or 5 months from now. Think about how far AI has come. Computers beat grandmasters in chess in the 90s. Self-driving now for the better part of a decade. They recently passed the bar exam. AI got an MBA from Wharton School of Business, and they have passed the U.S. medical licensing exams. But flirting is presenting some small problems, despite the French accent of the guy who invented this whole thing. Leland Vittert here, professor of data science, Washington University, features editor of the Data Science Review at Harvard University. Also my favorite sister, Max Alley, an online dating coach. All right, Max, it appears though the technology is not quite up to snuff. Some of the app lines that were fed out of the app and into the online datings. Are we like married now? Into some of the chats. Based on your profile, you're very attractive. I'm not sure if that's a very good thing or a very bad thing. And rate yourself on a scale of 1 to MyPillow CEO. How good of a cuddler are you?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I don't think, Max, these wouldn't be in any of your top 10, would they?
This was something I may have thrown out in middle school, but I think most people are not really speaking like this on the apps. ChatGPT, it's great. It's great at a lot of different things. But right now, AI is really great at finding you a match. It can learn about you. It can learn about what you like. But to impersonate a person, I mean, that's still getting close to the singularity. Can AI really become a person? But potentially in the future, you know, it could be speaking on your behalf, which it is doing now and what the software engineer has created. But I can really imagine a world where one chatbot, my chatbot's talking to your chatbot, we sort of figure out how we're going to be dating, and then our chatbot sets us both up on a date. You know, this technology is really not too far away. While it may be a little clumsy with its flirting technique right now, I think it's exactly where we're headed.
All right, Liberty, how far away is it?
I mean, I'll be clear to start off, the MyPillow line would definitely work on me. But I think what is most important to realize here is that this is affecting 60% of the population. 60% of young people use dating apps. And this is going to be a real problem. It's already going to be a real problem. You have to realize that AI is trained on the data that already exists. So for example, if you type into Google, man is to woman as doctor is to blank, the blank will come up with nurse. So the data that this AI is being trained on is overwhelmingly male initiative driven and is going to have real repercussions for women in the future. And especially when we see that dating apps do cater to women taking the initiative, or women in general, like Bumble or something like this. So the bias that we see in this AI is what we really have to worry about in the coming months, which is when this is really going to be implemented.
Max, at some point, though, right, if all of a sudden you're out to dinner with a girl that you've not actually talked to, but only your bot has set up a date with, and you're talking to her, and she goes, oh, you know, I really loved it. I think I'm a much better cuddler than the MyPillow CEO, okay, and you have no idea what she's talking about because it was your bot. That's not going to end well.
Well, hopefully I've read up on the script before it actually happens. But I think in the future right now, we'll talk about the present right now. So my bot is talking to a real person. That's not cool. I think if there's some sort of consent you have to have there to say, hey, you're speaking with my bot. But in the future, it could be pretty normal. My bot, Sally, chats with your bot, Harry, and they think we're a great match. They set us up.
Liberty talks about the history of this. How much sort of real research is there and available data, Max, is there into what pickup lines work and what do not? The emotional side of this rather than the data side of it.
Well, it's really hard. I mean, there's no real pickup lines that work. It's all about your voice, your intent, and what you say. And what ChatGPT is doing is it's combing through this massive like encyclopedia of research that's been done on this, or just concepts and pickup lines in general, and it's picking the best ones, and it'll iterate if your answer was bad, and it will keep getting better and smarter, and sooner it'll be Johnny Bravo, super suave.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.